guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video on how to keep the love alive once you've had children. How do you keep the romance going when you're up all night, you've got dirty nappies everywhere, you've got children in between you, or like me and my husband, sometimes we're a tag team. He'll walk in, I'll walk out. So I've pulled together 10 of my top tips. Most of them are mine, some I've found online on blogs or Pinterest bits as well, so I'll refer to them down below in my description. So I hope this video is useful. Someone actually requested that I do a relationship video, and I was like, really? Because my marriage is just a normal marriage. It's really good, but it's something that we have to work at, and you know, nobody's perfect. Here are my tips. First tip actually comes from something that someone wrote in one of our wedding cards. I can't even remember who wrote it now, but it really stuck with me. It was a quote that said, if you always treat each other like you did in the beginning, there will never be an end. So that basically means exactly what it says. If you always treat each other with like the level of respect, courtesy, manners, you know, making an effort, and stuff that you did when you first met, then there will never be an end. So would I have said something at the beginning of our relationship if he hadn't taken the bins out? Or would I have made an effort? Would I have texted him? Would I have shown an interest in his job? So tip number 2 is make date night a priority. I'm really bad for this one actually, and it's one of my New Year's resolutions for us to date more because we're so busy, we're terrible at it. Sometimes you don't want to put it on other people for childcare, but dating is what made you fall in love in the first place. So it makes sense that you would continue to date to continue being in love. So it's really important, and you don't have to spend loads of money on going out to fancy places. You could just have a night in, put the kids to bed, candles, you know, food, TV off, phones away, actually talking to each other one-to-one about, you know, what you've been up to, what are your dreams, you know, just being a normal couple again. Tip number 3 is to bring back the PDA, and that is public display of affection. When we first got together, we were all over each other like you are as a new young couple. We were really tactile, but that's kind of been lost, maybe because we've been together for 10 years, or maybe because there's like children between us. And actually when Fraser was a baby and me and Matt would kiss or cuddle, he used to get upset. He went through this weird like phase, so we kind of like cooled off a bit, I think. Definitely gonna try and just, you know, hold his hand more when he walks in the door after work, not just be like, oh hi, give him a hug and a kiss. Just have that affection basically. And you know, it is our job as parents to gross our children out as much as possible. And really, they are learning from us what love is. So it's actually nice for them to see how affectionate you are, you know, PG rating. Tip number 4 is make time to be a mum and make time to be a wife. One good thing we've done for our marriage is being strict with bedtime and our bedtime routine for our boys. We've always been quite good about they have to go to bed by 7 or 7:30, and then after that it's adult time. You know, I'm no longer mum, I'm then Emily. I can relax, I can talk, I can, you know, we can have dinner together as a couple. So it's been really nice that yes, I'm mum all day, but come 7 o'clock I am Emily, and I'm gonna hang out with my husband on the couch and watch TV and things. There's no sort of blurred line there. Number 5 is to flirt with your partner. Don't stop flirting and being playful. Even just like a text while they're at work, a flirty text, just a text to let them know that you're thinking about them. You know, how's your day been? How's it going? Love you, kiss, kiss. It's just nice to keep that connection going. Number 6 is to not compete with your partner. Now, I've definitely done this in the past, and I'm sure you guys have as well, when you kind of work out in your head, like, who has it harder, who's done more housework, who does more dinners, who does more with the kids. At the end of the day, you're not competing with each other. It's not about that. You're a team, and you need to just get stuff done, don't you? Being a mum is really hard, but being a dad is really hard as well. They have all this pressure. They've got financial pressures, they've got pressures at work, they've got pressure trying to balance things out. So don't compete with each other, because you are a team, and you know, you need to be each other's cheerleader, and you know, never ever put each other down in public. 7 is don't nag. Now I'm sure I'm guilty of this one as well, but don't nag your husband. You are a mum, but you're not his mum. You need another mum. You'd probably hate it if he talked to you like he was your dad and told you what to do all the time and things like that. So don't nag them. Either do it yourself or sit him down and talk to him when he's in a good mood and just chat about things. Tip number 8 is to be on the same page when it comes to parenting. And if you're not on the same page, you need to get onto a middle ground page or a similar page. I'm really lucky with my husband. We have quite similar parenting styles. We're quite relaxed, like we would never smack. We agree with the same kind of things. But if you don't, obviously don't ever argue in front of your children about what you should have said or what should actually be happening, how you should be disciplining them, etc. You need to sort of just let whoever deal with something, and then if it's something you don't agree with, you need to talk about it away from the children so they don't see that. They need to see you as a team, or they might start playing you off against each other. Both of you just have your children's best interests at heart, even if your opinions are different, so you just need to talk it through. Tip number 9 is to make love to stay in love. Intimacy is like the glue of a marriage, so I'm not going to say any more on that subject, but I am going to link 2 really good videos down below that were done by Channel Mum, and they are sex tips for mums and for dads. So I'll link them down below if you want to know more about that subject. But tip number 10 is to spoil your husband and not just your children. Do things that he would like, things that you know he would really appreciate. Like for my husband, it's really easy. All I have to do is make him a really nice meal and he's happy. The way to his heart is definitely through his stomach. He likes making an effort, put on some perfume, put on some lipstick, you know, just maybe buy him his favorite sweets, just little things, but spoil him like you would spoil your children. I guess if I had a tip number 11, it would just be to not give up. Marriage isn't like an easy thing. You're growing with someone, you're growing and you're learning with someone. When you first got together, you were just a couple. Now you're a mum and a dad and you have massive responsibilities. And you know, you have to change, you have to grow, you have to learn. Lots of forgiving each other, lots of compromise. I don't know, I feel that it's silly doing this video because I am not an expert or a relationship expert at all, but I just thought it might be a good video to do and someone requested it. And yeah, I hope it was helpful. Give it a like if it was. And yes, thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon. Bye! 2016 is going to be a year where I sort my life out and I declutter my house